to go out early, didn't I? Right. Abba. Let's cover them. Probably one of the most famous bands of all time, up there with the Beatles, aren't they? Da, 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 since I don't know when. Look at that FTM face right there. Another one here. And then you got the two men faces with the big hands, look. Abba. They say that Abba is the name of God, don't they? Abba. Abba. I don't know what the name of God is. I can't believe anything that I've been told. Just like with the Charlie Cake thing. I can't... You're right. They'd never give any... Yeah, I agree, Raish. They'd never give... If it was real, they'd never give the limelight to them, would they? I can't remember any of the names. Oh, wait. Bjorn, Benny, Agnetha, and Annifrid. Annifrid? That's a strange name. Right. Abba. Have I got Abba in the back file? Let me have a look. Abba. Search. All right, let's start with this picture. Far apart eyes, close set soft eyes. No jawline look. No jawline look. But this one, square jaw. And that one, square jaw. All they've done is feminise the chin on both of them. But they've both got wider faces than both of these two men. Big broad shoulders on this one as well. Nobody knows the names apart from the Swedish people. Bjorn, Benny, Agnetha, and Annifrid. Otherwise known as Abba. Conned the world. Again, my mum, my aunties, they all worship these false idols. These fake, these hypocrites, these bread and circus clowns. That's what they give the masses, right? They give them all psyops and distractions to stop them actually thinking about where they are, how they got here, who they are. I think that's the most important thing. When Jesus said, you'll remember who you are, it comes from within, the kingdom from within, again and again. Every time is comfort. Find comfort in Jesus' words. And the truth, of course. People like the people that say Jesus is the devil, you know, consider the two people that you're talking about. Satan versus the Messiah. Satan lies all the way through. Jesus only tells the truth about the liars. That's why they crucified him. Why would these flip-flops crucify the devil? It makes no sense to me. And the only reason, I don't know, Shawnee, the only reason like certain people have a restraint from finding Jesus is because they say he died at 33. 33, Father! Yes, I know, I've thought about it many times. But for me, it's like they ruin it on purpose, the 33. They want to ruin it because it stands for their Masonic number, right? 33. I understand what you're saying. But for me, it's like a double flip-flop. It's a double cross. There's only one name in the whole world that upsets these monkeys. And that's Jesus Christ. Amen, bitches. None of the other names. They don't care. They don't care. They don't mock the other ones. They don't mock Krishna, Muhammad, and Buddha. They only mock Christ. It's like a double-edged coin for me. It's like a double agent. They're trying to be a double agent on you when it comes to Christ's age. That's if they did even crucify him at 33. Some people say that he wasn't on a cross. He was nailed to a tree. So, good night, Annabelle. That discernment is up to you. They all talk about Jesus coming back. No one else, just Jesus coming back to destroy the devil. You're telling me the devil's coming back to destroy himself? No, I don't think so. I live in a polarity, or binary world, if you like. Hot and cold, man and woman, day and night, truth and lies, fire and ice, good and bad, God and the devil. I live in a binary world, and it's been polluted. That polarity of man and woman has been polluted. The polarity that the world is flat has been polluted. And it's all in a bid to hide God. Everything is to hide God from you. And if you haven't found God and you're into the truth, I can't help you. I really can't. I understand if you've got doubts about Jesus, or I understand that. It's a faith thing. I told you this. God needs no explanation for me. I can see God clear as day. Jesus is faith. Absolute faith in that God did something for you. That you should not be cast into the fires of hell. That you should be redeemed. That you are repentant for being fooled. I know I am. And anybody who's been taught by me should be pretty much on the same page. That you've been lied to on every scale. And the only reason for it is to hide God. Final answer, God, 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 God. Every answer you can come to. Why did the fake space? God, because it's heaven. Why did the fake dinosaurs? Because God created you. Why did the fake evolution? Because God created you. And these liars, these deceivers, this synagogue of Satan walk around with smiles on the faces. I could never smile. I could never, ever, ever smile whilst I know children are having this done to them, whilst children are living homeless under bridges, in tents in California. How the heck does any country let all these illegals in when they're not even taking care of their own homeless people in their own country? And it's because these monsters control politics. They control the purse strings. They allow the bankers, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, and all the rest of those phony fuck-faced pricks that you are lie to us. And you do it with smiles on your faces. That's not natural. A natural person can't do that. Natural people have consciences. I don't know about you, but I've got one. And I'm sorry for all the people I've hurt in my life. All the people, that strangers, especially through me crime-ridden days as a teenager when I was out robbing. I'm sorry to every one of them, Father. For everybody that I stole off and didn't deserve it. I'm sorry for all the lies I've told. I'm sorry for the actions I've done. I'm sorry I punched my brother in the face, in the nose when he was little. I'm sorry, Paul. One thing I never apologised to you for was punching your nose when you was little. You didn't deserve it. But there it is. Most people aren't sorry for anything. They're not sorry for the way they've lived their lives. They don't even care if the world's flat. So what if it's flat? Doesn't matter. Oh, but it does. Because it means your whole life is a lie, doesn't it? And I came to this conclusion from the very beginning. From the very beginning of my journey, I came to the conclusion that It's an unholy world that I've been born into. It's full of lies and liars. And everybody I idolised at the top of this celebrity chain are all part of the show, including my favourite pastors, Stephen Colbert. I used to love Stephen Colbert. And then there's that video of him with that painted child. I didn't know that was Stephen Colbert till the other day. And that child does visibly flinch when Colbert comes near it. And I would just, ooh. God's going to have his way with all of you. He is. If it includes me, Father, it includes me. I'm sorry for the sins I've committed. But I never did any of this to people. Mine was, most of my sins were committed because of the society I grew up in and the world, and foster homes and stuff. I made a lot of mistakes, but as a grown man, I now know the difference. As a grown man, I'm genuinely sorry for the things I've stolen and the way I've treated people. I wish that I could go back and tell myself from a young boy, learn forensics. Women walk with crossed legs, Peter. I wish I could go back and have a conversation with myself. I really do. But I can't. I'm on a linear line. The mistakes are made. I can't go back and repair them. And that's what God wanted. He wanted you to make that mistake and realise what you'd done. That you were sorry. Do I think Benny, Agnetha, Bjorn and Annifrid are sorry? I don't know. I can't tell you what these people are like. I can't tell you if they go to pizza and hot dog parties. Again, it's, as far as I'm concerned, they've made it all up. Adrenochrome, everything. Just to put sick images in your mind as you read these stories and you read these Fred Wests and what he did to children and this and that. It's just to conjure up evil images in your mind that you would not naturally even think about. The horror stories they tell. Well, the horror story is this. The whole world is inverted, and this crazy inverted world is the way it is because you don't care. He put trumpets on earth like us to go and tell them all, to broadcast it. To broadcast it to the world and tell them the truth. Tell them what's happening. It don't matter if someone calls you crazy. They're the crazy ones for thinking any of this is okay. They're the crazy ones for not caring that the world's flat. I'm not crazy. I'm tuned in. I'm plugged right into the matrix. It upsets these fake truthers that they're going to get caught. They're not going to be everybody's golden idol anymore. Just like Globebusters, when I found out Globebusters were stiffing us, they were no longer my golden flat earth channel to sit and watch on a Sunday night anymore. I used to watch it religiously every Sunday. Couldn't wait for it. Because the truth was still there. It just wasn't concentrated enough. Is that, yeah, concentrated. It wasn't. It's been diluted. I don't like diluted truth. I don't like lukewarm truthers. My heavenly brother Jesus said, "Begone, you lukewarm Christians." And that's what I'm surrounded by. All these church-going people. And don't get me wrong, they're not nasty or horrible people, but they're going to be deluded at the end. When Satan is given the full stage, they're going to be deluded by him. We'll just be sat there with popcorn going, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, Satan. Project Bluebeam, don't give a rat's. UFOs couldn't give a flying toss. I'm ranting again. How did it go? I'm right. I'm back to Abba. Sorry. They both walk like men. I've been ranting for ages. Sorry. Inline footfall. Girl. Trying to pull off a girl. That one also trying to pull off a girl. But the two natural girls are there. Look. The shoulder tilt. The cross legs here. The small faces, look, on the end, and the big faces are in the middle. I don't sit with Satan's lies anymore. I don't want it. I don't want none of this. I don't care for any of these bands. I used to love Mark Knopfler, Dire Straits. Now I wish I'd never bought any of her albums. Donating to her, making her richer, for lying and betraying the world. This is it, right? You've betrayed mankind. All of us. You've betrayed all of us. Oh, God, I'm off on one again. You've betrayed all of us. It's not just a simple lie. It's an whole multitude, a spaghetti of lies. Held up by bolts of bricks and poo and chewing gum for all I care. Because it's all going to come down. Jesus said a child's going to lead us. I don't know whether he meant my inner child's going to lead me, or there's going to be a visible child in this world that leads all of us. As far as I'm concerned, that child was born, raised, and we crucified him. Abba, it's a bunch of flip-flops from start to finish. Look how old she is now, look. Look how big and bald that head is. I never see women with hairlines like this, ever. Because real natural women produce estrogen. They don't produce testosterone. Testosterone balds women at a phenomenal rate from a young age. They start going bald at 19. I'm 52 and I've got an head of hair like an African lion. I really do. Do 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 do. Rach, if you're listening, I'm getting my hair cut. I am. I'm getting my hair cut, son. It's been 5 years. 6 years. No, is it 6? I don't care. It's been at least 5 years. I am getting my hair cut off, Ray. I am. I want all this mopper top gone. Is that a camel toe? What is that? What is that? Is that meant to be a testicle? I don't know what that is. Abba walking. How long have I been on this for? Ages. Let's have a look at them. Abba. Oh, look. Female gait. Male gait. Female gait. And that one is a man trying to walk like a woman. But look how his foot is inward pointing, look. If it was a woman, it'd be outward pointing. Especially at that point. We all know what a broken leg looks like. Flamingo foot. It looks like that, look. Knees together, knees apart. Thanks for playing CSI. Abba, there are a bunch of flip-flops. Since I don't know when. No, don't go there. Balls. Where are we? I have got an Abba, but I don't know if I want to take some of these gates and make a new one. It's a nice shoulder tilt. That is not Abba. Right. Well, I've already done Abba. It's not a brilliant one, but it'll do. It's got the gates on all of them. Abba. There you go. There's your request from yesterday, Abba. Abba. Bink. Open. Have we got another request? Or am I picking? Cut it off, Pete. Charlie Cake's dead. Is it official, is it? Alright, let's come back down. Let's do Mohammed Al Fayed. Why not? There she is. Owns, what's that store called in London? Ilford's, not Ilford's. I can't remember what it's called. Harrods. Only really rich people shop there. The likes of Princess David here. You got close set eyes, arched eyebrows.